Okay, here it is. Here is the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. I'm going to check this out. I'm going to do this open air. So if you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay later or the audio only version of the podcast, you can actually hear it. And I hope that this is not going to shut me down on this live stream. If it does, I'll have the clip up later and everything should be able to be cleared then. But I'm fixing to check this out right here, right now, and see what we got. This is Spider-Man Brand New Day official trailer HD.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Love the suit. Love the suit. That's nice. Close-up of Zion's Spider-Man.
My name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Put your footprint. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home!
I like that.
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Got organic web
Excuse me,
shooter.
Dr. Banner, I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles,
Keith David.
it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
Scorpion.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're, a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Okay, so if you're watching this live or you watch the replay or listen to the audio only version of the podcast, that was interesting. There was a lot I liked about that. So it started off with Peter watching some kind of Instagram, TikTok, whatever short of Ned and MJ, obviously in the last movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that. Their memories were wiped of him. He had to do that to save the world, save the universe, whatever. And he's obviously still really sad that they don't know who he is. They don't remember who he is anymore. And that they're moving on with his life. I really like we got a shot after he got to the point where he was looking at that, couldn't watch it anymore. He turned it off and then put his Spider-Man mask on and jumped down. And we got a close-up shot of his eye inside the mask. I thought was really, really good. And this was directed by the Shang-Chi director, Destin Daniel Cretton, I believe is his name. It was a really good shot. I like that. I like the framing looked good on this. In terms of story, I felt like we already got the close for my chat. There's my chat right there, Kip. Oh, I got 10-8 comics. Jim, I'm so sorry I missed you, man. He said The comic books continue the story from the series and then never read them. And then he had to run. Sorry, I missed you, Jim. Man, I hate that. I kept looking for the chat here and I wasn't seeing anything pop up, so I missed that at some point. But the back to the Spider-Man deal, I felt like that they kind of closed the chapter on the MJ and Ned at the end of No Way Home, that he had decided to let him go and he left. And obviously the filmmakers, the writers here, I don't know if it's Sony, I don't know if it's Marvel, but they decided, no, we need to bring him back. And a part of me, I get that, because it is kind of sad as a fan that those relationships ended and those characters aren't going to be there anymore. But I felt like narratively it was the perfect ending. That's how he needed to go on, and it looked like that we had gotten a 3-movie origin story basically, and now he's really Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man that we know from other iterations, and it looks like that they're going a step back. It's like, no, we're not through with the old era yet. So let's bring MJ and Ned back in here, and he can't get over him. He's still hung up on him. He's trying to reintroduce himself, and he's contemplating how to explain this, and we got a voiceover of him. Is that a voiceover that he's recorded and thought about sending them one time or something, or is it just something that played in his head, or who, I don't know. But regardless, he's still hung up on them. They're still going to be a big part of the movie. They're still going to be a big part of his life. I feel like that's a narrative step backward, even if as a fan I would like to see more of them and them not have that broken relationship that the last movie ended on. As far as the expanding of the Spider-Man universe, Frank Castle's on here, the Punisher, played by John Bernthal, who did a great job. I only saw him in Daredevil Season 2. I haven't watched him in any of the other stuff he's been in, but he did a great job in that, and I know he's a fan favorite. I also like the fact that they already know each other. It appears the Punisher and Spider-Man know each other. He called him Frank, and that looked like that dynamic could be interesting. At the same time, it's yet again another adult superhero, even though I know the Punisher is a little bit different thing. It's an adult superhero that is going to be there in some capacity. The first Spider-Man movie, he had that with Tony, with Iron Man. The second movie, he had that with Nick Fury, who ended up being a fake Nick Fury. The third movie, he had Doctor Strange there. And yeah, the dynamic changed each time, but I was kind of hoping we would finally get to an adult Spider-Man being Spider-Man. And it looks like we're not getting that. And also, it looks like we've got Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner here, and we still don't know. As far as I know, maybe I missed this in some of the MCU stuff I didn't watch, but I'm still not sure why he's back to just regular Banner form instead of Smart Hulk. I don't know. Maybe missed that somewhere. I know at the end of Shang-Chi, I think he was depowered. He was back to the regular Banner version, and I don't think we've gotten an explanation on that. I don't know. Maybe somebody can correct me in the comments. But we had the Scorpion, who was teed up in the first Spider-Man Tom Holland movie, Homecoming. The suit looked cool. I liked some of the action, the spectacle I was seeing from that. It's also interesting that it looked like that he has developed organic web shooters. It didn't look like he was wearing the stuff. He fell out the window, but he was able to make webs. And that's something that only Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had been able to do in cinema, and they actually kind of meta talked about that in No Way Home. But it looks like he's now got that capability. So that's interesting. And I like this idea of spiders go through 3 phases of life. And now Spider-Man is going through changes, mutations, 3 phases of life. That's something interesting that I don't think that we have ever seen in a Spider-Man story, and I could be wrong about that. It could be somewhere, I don't know. There was also some ninja stuff going on there that I'm not sure who they are. I don't know if that was like the Hand from the comics. If so, is there going to be a Wolverine thing coming up or a Daredevil thing coming up? I don't know. But one of the other things about that trailer that was really interesting, that was Keith David narrating about the life cycle of the spider. I love Keith David. Great actor, great voice actor, one of the all-time iconic voice actors. And he actually voiced Tombstone in Spectacular Spider-Man. So I don't know if there may be a potential of him playing the version of Tombstone in this movie, or I don't know. But I love Keith David. Great voice, great presence. Or it could be him just doing this voiceover for the trailer. I have no idea. But yeah, it looked interesting. I just feel like they're not moving the story along. Just based on this trailer, this is the first trailer, and there could be some things in there that they've changed. You know, Marvel is infamous for putting a trailer out there with fake footage in there that's not intended to be in the movie at all, just throw people off so they won't spoil anything. So, you know, who knows? I don't know. It definitely does not get me that excited, I'll tell you that. Whenever I saw the No Way Home trailer and we realized we were getting all these iconic, classic villains, I was hyped. I was excited. I saw that film, even though I had some problems with it narratively, and there was a lot of continuity issues. It was just so much fun. I loved it, and I've watched it several times since then. I still really enjoy that film. And this trailer, I doesn't get me that excited. I'll be honest with you. And it may just be because I'm burnt out on superheroes, but I don't think that's the case, though, because I keep looking. Superheroes were my favorite thing growing up, my favorite genre when I was a teenager, when I was a young adult. And I keep looking for wanting a trailer and a movie to blow me away in that genre, and I'm just not really getting it. Let us know in the comments what you thought about that Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. Did you like the look of that? Or were you like me and kind of on the fence, or did you think it looked just terrible? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed that clip, be sure to follow the Film Nerd by Night podcast wherever you're getting this episode. Also, consider supporting us on Patreon for full-length movie reactions and early access to episodes like this. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Film Nerd by Night, created and hosted by Cole Powell. Theme, Beautiful Now, written and performed by Cole Powell, a Random Mind Records production. Section 107 of U.S. copyright law allows for the fair use of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, parody, or research.